Good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to Testbook Regulatory Bodies YouTube channel. My name is Madhav Sir. I welcome you back in the Finance Current Affairs session in the Finance Current Affairs series. We all know that the series is very important for all the different exams which you are attempting in the near future. Let it be RBI Grade B Phase 2 examination or maybe SEBI Grade A Phase 1 examination and many expected exams like IRDAI and many other exams. This series is important. There was a pause in this particular series, keeping in mind your phase 1 examination. तो 11th October तक we have already completed the finance current affairs, लेकिन जो 11th से लेकर 24th of October के बीच के news uncovered है, I will be covering them with the help of videos. I will be providing you one or two videos collectively which will be very helpful for you in order to complete the left out dates, in order to complete the left out areas. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हो गया पॉइंट, समझ आ गया. If we are good to go and we are fine with the audio, video, everything, and you want me to start with the session, just give me yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, so that we can start. ठीक है जी. So this session, those who are joining me for the very first time, this finance current affairs session is a session where we specifically discuss finance related current affairs and we focus specifically on RBI notifications, RBI circulars, as well as SEBI notification and SEBI circulars. So if you're preparing for RBI or SEBI exam, this is a must watch session. Along with that, we cover the general finance based news as well. Okay, done. Chalo. Here we go with the first news. But before I start, if you have not yet joined my Telegram channel, this is the time to join so that you can download the PDF. It is available on my Telegram channel, which is Economics by Madhav Sir. You can even directly scan the code in order to join the session itself. Here we go with the first news. जो हमारी आज की पहली news है, that is related to RBI's initiative, that is related to an event which is conducted by RBI. So I have come up with two simultaneous events of RBI which are really very important for you, and I will be discussing them one by one. How many of you have heard about the term that is HARBINGER? We call it as Harbinger 2025. So how many of you are aware of this particular term? If you know about it, it's fine. If not, I'll help you to understand. Guys, basically it is organized by RBI via its innovation hub, basically to promote fintech, as well as startup and technology based innovations in the finance. This is not the first time that RBI is launching this global hackathon. It's not the first time this hackathon has been launched for the very first time. It is the 4th edition which has been launched for the year 2025, and obviously the winning categories, the winning individuals, the winning entities, they not only get a platform which will give them global recognition, along with that they earn the prize money as well. So let's try to understand what all initiatives, what all announcements have been done in the current hackathon. So RBI's 2025, we call it as global hackathon, we call it Harbinger 2025, has been launched with a theme. The theme is innovation for transformation. Remember that this is for innovation. This is the innovation for transformation 2025 event. If I talk about the theme of this particular event, so it is secure banking powered by identity, integrity and inclusivity. Remember that themes जो होती हैं, especially in hackathons की, they are really very important. Direct questions are asked in the examination. So RBI has launched the 4th edition of global hackathon called Harbinger 2025 by the name Innovation for Transformation. And what is the theme? So the theme is secure banking powered by identity, integrity as well as inclusivity. अब इसमें कुछ important points हैं which I would like to discuss with you, and I have come up with a tabular form so that एक ही बार में ये सारी चीजें आप याद कर पाए. सबसे पहली चीज सर, ये जो हैकाथन है इसके पीछे कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है सर? इसके पीछे कॉन्सेप्ट ये है कि जो हमारा फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर है, this financial sector of the economy is facing n number of problems, n number of issues because of regular development, because of regular expansion. So keeping in mind, in order to address these problems and to find the respective solutions for the same problem, this hackathon has been introduced, and this is the 4th edition. This time, what is the problem statement? So the problem statement is tokenized KYC. What is tokenized KYC? See, whenever you approach to a financial sector or a financial company, you complete your KYC. We call it as know your customer. अब जैसे ही आपने अपना know your customer complete किया, you have given your officially valid document as well as the other requirements which were needed, which were demanded by the concerned financial institute. जैसे ही आपने ये सारी चीजें complete की, now if you are approaching to some other financial institute, in the current scenario, you have to do the KYC again. So RBI is thinking of to avoid this re-KYC again and again, or to avoid the KYC formalities again and again in front of different financial institutes. It's better that it should be converted into a tokenized form, and that tokenized format will help the regulated entities to save your KYC details, and those KYC details can be retrieved whenever required. अब इससे फायदा क्या होगा? इससे फायदा ये है कि सर जो आपकी केवाईसी डिटेल सेव की गई, दे आर बीइंग सेव्ड इन एन एनक्रिप्टेड मैनर. टोकनाइज का मतलब केवाईसी डिटेल के बदले में कोड जनरेट किया जाएगा, जिस कोड से ये समझ नहीं आएगा कि आखिरकार ये है क्या, केवाईसी किसका है, क्या नाम है, क्या एड्रेस है, बट इस कोड से in near future your KYC related documents can be identified from the given storage format. That is the first thing. Second point over here is offline CBDC, that is central bank digital currency. आज की डेट में आपने सुना होगा कि RBI has launched the central bank digital currency, and RBI is doing its level best in order to implement the central bank digital currency to avoid or to decrease the dependency on cash. But not only CBDC can be utilized with the help of internet, but now there is a call that CBDC should be accessible without internet as well, that is in the offline mode. So उस offline mode में कैसे implement किया जाए, उसके लिए भी solutions are looked upon, solutions are being demanded. Third problem statement is enhancing trust in digital financial services. तो ये तीन प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट है. इसमें कौन पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता है? इंडिविजुअल, टीम, इनोवेटर्स, जिसमें एंटिटीज हैं या पर्संस हैं, वो ऑल आर एलिजिबल टू एंटर अ कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल अग्रीमेंट. प्राइज मनी क्या है? सो प्राइज मनी इज विनर विल गेट 40 लाख रुपीज पर प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट, रनर अप विल गेट 20 लाख रुपीज. स्पेशल प्राइज बेस्ट ऑल विमेन टीम, whether they have won the event or not, but best all women team. If you are a team of all women and you have performed best among the all women teams, then you will be getting for 20 lakh rupees of prize money. Along with that, each shortlisted team, they will receive 5 lakh rupees to develop a working prototype. Prototype का मतलब होता है सैंपल, कि भैया आपने कहा ऐसा कर देंगे, ऐसा कर देंगे, ये हो जाएगा. वो कहा कोई बात नहीं, आप 5 लाख रुपए लो और हमें डेवलप करके दिखाओ कैसा दिखेगा, कैसा काम करेगा ये प्रोटोटाइप. इसका रजिस्ट्रेशन स्टार्ट हो चुका है. रजिस्ट्रेशन हैज बीन स्टार्टेड सिंस 23rd of October 2025. अब इसके थोड़े से बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बात करते हैं. Sir, RBI runs a hackathon. Why? Because sir, it is basically RBI push to harness the fintech as well as emerging tech like AI, blockchain, digital identity, offline capable systems in order to solve the real banking as well as financial inclusion or trust security challenges. तो इन सबको रिजॉल्व करने के लिए, इन प्रॉब्लम्स को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए RBI चाहता है कि entities should come in front, and once they will come in front, they will give the solution. That solution can be implemented on I would say on the centralized format. So problem statement जो इसमें है, that is tokenized KYC, privacy, identity protection, जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया, offline CBDC as well as enhancing the trust of public in the financial system of the economy. तो जैसा कि मैंने आपको already बताया that this is the 4th edition. It implies it is an ongoing initiative which marks continuity of RBI innovation agenda. For example, the earlier edition 2024, they had different themes, but in this case we have a theme. What is the theme? So the theme is secure banking powered by identity, integrity as well as inclusivity. It is also a part of India's larger agenda, which is in innovation in digital finance, fintech regulation as well as financial inclusion and security as well as privacy. So this is what has been introduced in the recent times by RBI in its hackathon initiative, in its hackathon which has been launched. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हुआ? Is this point clear till now? If it is clear till now, just give me yes sir. चलो, let's move on to the next point. अब इसमें इस न्यूज में अगला पॉइंट क्या है जहां से डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आपके एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा जाएगा. So please pay attention. I have come up with the entire detail keeping in mind the phase 1 examination में जैसे questions आए उसी trend पे अब हम prepare करेंगे for the next phase 1 as well. So it says global hackathon is not new as we have already discussed. Earlier the themes were fraud detection, inclusion, Divyang friendly, and this time it is related to security. It is related to security, integrity as well as inclusivity. ठीक है. अगला पॉइंट जो यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंट है दैट इज ट्रेंड शोज दैट हाउ आरबीआई शिफ्टिंग फ्रॉम प्योरली रेगुलेटरी स्टैंस टुवर्ड्स रेगुलेटरी टेक एज वेल एज फिनटेक कोलैबोरेशंस एज वेल. तो आरबीआई सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेगुलेटर नहीं है बट आरबीआई इज आल्सो ट्राइंग इट्स लेवल बेस्ट टू बिकम a bridge between the innovation as well as the agencies which are innovating on regular basis. The next point we have in this discussion is also it increased the rewards and stipend amount which reflects the seriousness. So in comparison to the previous year, RBI has increased the stipend amount or reward which is given to the winners. जिससे ये पता चल रहा है कि RBI is very serious about this particular initiative. Moving on to the second aspect. The second aspect is SWAMIH Fund 1 allowed under special AIF exemptions. So सबसे पहले हम ये समझते हैं कि सर ये जो आपने स्वामी वर्ड लिखा है इसका मतलब क्या है. सर इट स्टैंड्स फॉर स्पेशल विंडो फॉर अफोर्डेबल एंड मिड इनकम हाउसिंग इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड. I repeat, special window for affordable and mid income housing is investment fund 1. So in October 2025 RBI ने allow किया है that the Swami Investment Fund 1 will be an exemption under its investment in the Alternative Investment Fund Direction 2025. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि स्वामी जो है that is exempted from the certain regulatory constraints which are applied in general to all the alternative investment funds as per the RBI directions. लेकिन यहाँ पर आपको कुछ benefits मिलेंगे. सबसे important point आता है कि सर ये जो स्वामी fund है it has been managed by whom? So it is managed by SBI Cap Ventures which is a subsidiary of SBI. अगर मैं इस फंड की बात करूं तो इस फंड को कब इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था. सर दिस फंड वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बैक इन 2019 एंड इट वाज a collective initiative of government, SBI Cap Ventures, and it has been linked to affordable housing sector which is important to understand. Second is इससे तहत हो क्या रहा है. सर ये जो फंड है this fund is basically it provides debt financing to complete stalled housing. Stalled houses का मतलब कहते हैं ना stall लगी है वहां पे या नहीं. Stall का मतलब anything which is standing, anything which is stationary. So the projects which are stationary, पिछले 5 साल से प्रोजेक्ट में कुछ डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हुई, पिछले 5 साल से सिर्फ और सिर्फ 10 फ्लोर ही बने हैं, 20 फ्लोर का प्रोजेक्शन है, तो ऑल दीज प्रोजेक्ट्स आर नोन एज स्टॉल्ड प्रोजेक्ट. तो इन स्टॉल्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स को कंप्लीट करने के लिए द बिल्डर्स, द कंपनीज, द रियल एस्टेट which are involved, the real estate players which are involved, they can borrow from this particular fund. Real estate project in affordable and mid-income housing segment are included. Previous investment limits की अगर हम बात करें, under the AIF directions earlier, single regulated entity like bank or NBFC could invest at most 10% of AIF corpus. Overall regulated entities exposures were capped to 20% and in some cases it was capped to 15%. I hope you remember. लेकिन अब एग्जाम्पशन का मतलब क्या है सर. इसका मतलब ये है कि जो स्वामी है या स्वामी फंड में जो इन्वेस्टमेंट है इट इज एक्सक्लूडेड फ्रॉम द स्पेसिफिक प्रोविजंस ऑफ AIF डायरेक्शंस 2025, thereby easing constraints for banks and NBFCs to invest in it. अब यहाँ पे जो आपका 10% और 20% का कंडीशन है, that condition will not be applicable on this particular fund. ठीक है जी. अब ये क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है सर. इंपॉर्टेंस इसकी ये है कि हाउसिंग फाइनेंस या अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग ये एक मेजर प्रायोरिटी आपकी गवर्नमेंट की और इसीलिए स्वामी फंड को डेवलप किया गया था एंड इट इज अ गवर्नमेंट बैक टूल टू रेस्क्यू एंड कंप्लीट द स्ट्रेस्ड और स्टॉल्ड हाउसिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स सो दैट द प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हिच आर नॉट येट कंप्लीटेड उन्हें जल्दी से जल्दी कंप्लीट किया जाए. अंडर द स्ट्रिक्ट AIF इन्वेस्टमेंट रूल्स, institutions they may have been restricted or disincentivized to invest in Swami because they also had exposures to the similar project risk of evergreening or layered risk. अगर आपको याद हो तो हमने ये बात भी पढ़ी थी कि if a bank is providing or bank is investing in an alternative investment fund scheme, है ना, and that alternative investment fund scheme is investing in a company, let's say XYZ, and this XYZ is directly the borrower of the bank. याद आ रहा है? So we have used the word downstream. तो उस डाउनस्ट्रीम के केस में वी हैव स्टडीड दैट इन केस ऑफ डाउनस्ट्रीम बैंक हैज टू मेंटेन 100% कैपिटल, 100% ऑफ इट्स डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर। जो भी बैंक का डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर है उसे बैंक डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर को क्या करेगा सर, इट विल मेंटेन एज 100% इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 100% कैपिटल। तो वहां पे 100% कैपिटल रिजर्व्स मेंटेन करने होंगे। आई होप यू रिमेंबर दैट, बट देयर विल बी एग्जम्पशन इन केस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बी डन अंडर दिस पर्टिकुलर फंड. By granting exemption, RBI signaling regulatory flexibility to support socio-economic and housing policy goals. It also shows tension between financial stability, prudential risk, and policy priority goals. So RBI has balanced both by granting an exemption. तो जो भी issues आ रहे थे कि फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी इंपॉर्टेंट है या प्रूडेंशियल नॉर्म्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, पॉलिसी प्रायोरिटीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो इन सबको बैलेंस आउट करने के लिए स्वामी फंड में इफ यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग, इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ ऑल्टरनेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड एंड यू विल बी अलाउड टू इन्वेस्ट अंडर द एग्जाम्पशंस, अंडर द I would say all the conditions except the general conditions. All the other conditions, specific conditions, will not be valid. So earlier in 2024, government has requested exemption for sovereign bonds, sovereign backed AIFs including Swami from this tightened AIF rules related to provisioning and exposure. Just I have explained you that the rules have been tightened to prevent evergreening. Evergreening का मतलब क्या कि सर ऑलरेडी आपने इसको लोन दे रखा है और इसके बाद दोबारा लोन मिल गया, बट वो लोन इनडायरेक्टली मिला बैंक के थ्रू दिस ऑल्टरनेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड स्कीम। तो बैंक का जो एक्सपोजर है, जो रिस्क है, वो बढ़ गया और इसी रिस्क को कम करने के लिए ये कंडीशंस इंट्रोड्यूस की गई थी वेयर यू हैव टू मेंटेन कैपिटल रिजर्व्स इक्वलेंट टू द 100% ऑफ द डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर। तो यहाँ पे पॉइंट क्या है, बट आरबीआई ऑल्सो पार्शियली ईज्ड दोज इन मार्च, but now the full exemption has been announced and this full exemption has been announced in the month of October 2025. दोनों बातें क्लियर हो गई। हैकाथन वर्ड क्लियर हो गया, ग्लोबल हैकाथन क्या है, उसकी थीम क्या है, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस करंट हैकाथन, व्हिच एडिशन इट इज, दैट इज क्लियर। फिर दूसरा पॉइंट, स्वामी फंड है क्या, स्वामी फंड कौन मैनेज कर रहा है, इट कम्स अंडर द एआईएफ सेगमेंट एंड एआईएफ सेगमेंट पे जो भी आरबीआई के नॉर्म्स थे, जो भी कंडीशंस थी, फ्रॉम दोज कंडीशंस, फ्रॉम दोज नॉर्म्स, स्वामी फंड हैज बीन व्हाट सर, इट हैज बीन एक्सक्लूडेड. I hope everything is clear. Let's try to solve a question. Ready guys? Read out the question. The first statement says, the Global Hackathons 2025 edition marks the fourth consecutive annual event since its inspection. The first edition was launched in 2021 focusing on smarter digital payments. Is this point correct? जिसने पहले पढ़ा होगा उसको याद होगा, जिसने नहीं पढ़ा I will be adding on the knowledge to them, so don't worry. सो 2021 में पहला हुआ, 2022, 2023, 2024, तो उस हिसाब से अगर हम देखें कि जो इस बार का एडिशन है दैट इज द फोर्थ एडिशन, दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. अब अगर हम बात करते हैं इनोवेशन इन डिजिटल पेमेंट्स एंड सिक्योर बैंकिंग, उसके बेसिस पे द फर्स्ट वन वाज स्मार्टर डिजिटल पेमेंट्स. दिस इज करेक्ट, दिस इंफॉर्मेशन इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, रिमेंबर दैट. सेकंड इज Harbinger 2025 is a part of RBI's broader fintech policy framework under the Reserve Bank Innovation Hub, which is the fifth wholly owned subsidiary of RBI, which act as a Section 8 entity headquartered in Mumbai. Is it headquartered in Mumbai? Yes, sir. It is headquartered in Mumbai. Absolutely correct. Swami Fund 1, managed by SBI Cap Venture, was established in 2019 with an initial corpus value of 15,000 crores. This is correct. Primarily secured from Government of India. That is true. Prior to 2025 exemptions, RBI AIF exposure framework capped single regulatory entity investment at 5%, total at 15%, both raised to 10 and 20% in the new guidelines. No sir, this is wrong. No sir, this is wrong. अगर हम बात करें the exemptions के तहत there has been no increase which has been done. ये 10% is still there, 20% was still there, but now from this 10 and 20% conditions, Swami Fund has been excluded. That is a point which you need to remember. So this statement is wrong. This statement is wrong. ठीक है, अब मेरे पास एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि सर RBIH का जो हेडक्वार्टर है that is in बेंगलुरु. चेक करो एक बार. Let's see. मैं तो वेट कर रहा हूँ कि आप लोग चेक करो. अगर आप लोग इतने एक्टिव हैं, that is going to be really very important for me as well as for you, क्योंकि I have not given my final answer yet. I'm waiting for you all guys. So Reserve Bank of India की अगर हम बात करें, its headquarters is in Mumbai. But if I talk about the Reserve Bank Innovation Hub, its headquarter is in which city? That is in Bengaluru. अब ध्यान से सुनना, RBI's broader fintech policy framework under RBIH section which act as Section 8 entity headquartered in Mumbai. No sir, this entity is not headquartered in Mumbai. So this entity possess its headquarter in Bengaluru. That is absolutely correct. ठीक है जी. अगला point. The key motivation behind Swami exemption was to improve liquidity and confidence in India's stressed real estate segment while safeguarding regulated entity capital exposure. That is correct. So answer क्या बनेगा? Sir, A is correct, C is correct, as well as E is correct, but the B statement is wrong. Who has given the correct answer? सबसे पहले ये identify किसने किया था? I think Anirudh has identified this point. Very good, Anirudh. So the answer is going to be ACE. You can check out. The answer is absolutely correct. That is ACE. Done हो गया? Shall I move to the next question? Okay. Moving on to the next question, guys. Please pay attention. अगला question देखिएगा. It's now on your screen. Take a screenshot and you can share the answers with me in the comment section once the video is complete, once the session is complete. तो इसका आंसर मैं अभी नहीं दूंगा. You just take a screenshot and I will be providing you the answers in the comment section below. So you have 10 seconds. I hope you must have taken the screenshot. Moving on to the next news. The next news is related to World Bank. So World Bank has recently approved $280 million loan to Kerala for health system improvement program. If you remember, this time in RBI Grade B phase 1, there was a question related to a loan which was given by Asian Development Bank to Assam or maybe to any other state, but there was a question related to Asian Development Bank lendings which have been done to the nation, and keeping the same in mind, this news has been included in today's discussion. So what is the news all about? Sir, in October 2025, World Bank has approved a loan of $280 million, approximately 24 crores, to government of Kerala under the Kerala Health System Improvement Program. I repeat, Kerala हेल्थ सिस्टम इंप्रूवमेंट प्रोग्राम. अब इस लोन के पीछे लॉजिक क्या है, ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? सो द प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दिस इनिशिएटिव इज टू स्ट्रेंथन Kerala's healthcare system. Primary objective is to strengthen Kerala's healthcare system by improving accessibility, efficiency and resilience, particularly for elderly and vulnerable population numbering around 11 million beneficiaries in the state. This project is built upon Kerala's long-standing reputation as a leader in public health and social development in India, and Kerala has consistently outperformed most Indian states in terms of life expectancy, infant mortality rate, literacy, public health infrastructure utilization. So these are the areas in which Kerala is doing well. But what are the emerging issues in Kerala? So the emerging issues in Kerala are aging problem, that is aging population, lifestyle diseases, as well as climate related vulnerabilities. So remember these things. This is very important. तो अगर आपसे कोई पूछे तो outperforming state in terms of life expectancy, infant mortality, literacy, health infrastructure is Kerala. Issues with Kerala: aging population, lifestyle disease, as well as climate related vulnerabilities. So Kerala has one of the oldest population in India, with nearly 16% of the population aged above 60 years, almost double the national average. So अगर आपकी national average है 8% of the population as per the entire country is of age greater than 60 years, but in case of Kerala, it is around 16%. So while the state has achieved universal primary health coverage, disease burden is now dominated by chronic as well as non-communicable disease such as diabetes, hypertension, or cardiovascular conditions, which are more common in the aged population. So furthermore, the climate change induced challenges such as floods and vector-borne diseases have tested the resilience of Kerala's healthcare infrastructure. So in response to all these issues, Kerala's health system improvement program, Kerala's health system improvement program aims to transform the health delivery ecosystem through digital innovation, very important, integrated care, preventive health services, and institutional strengthening. So what have been done, how the loan will be given, how the repayment will be done, please pay attention. So the loan is provided by the International Bank, which is a one unit among the World Bank Group, which is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, the lending arm of World Bank that supports the middle income countries. Total loan is $280 million. Loan tenure is 25 years, including the grace period of 5 years. Model is program for result. Program for result model basically ensure ये करता है the disbursement will be linked to measurable outcomes. The moment you will be showing the measurable outcomes, then only you will be receiving the funds, then only you will be allowed to utilize the funds. So this is something which is very apt. This is very productive for every economy, for every state out there which is performing. So such as it is related to digital health integration, improvement in patient coverage, enhanced service delivery and whatnot. So this enhances accountability and transparency, which is moving away from mere expenditure based funding. So यहाँ पे सिर्फ ये नहीं है कि पैसा मिलेगा उसके खर्च करेंगे, नहीं, accountability and transparency is also linked with program for result model which has been implemented in this particular case. Key objectives include, first one, chronic disease management, which include hypertension, diabetes. The second one is home-based care for elderly. That means Kerala aging population will benefit from home-based and community health models, which is very important to understand. Preventive and women's health focus on increasing hypertension control by 40%, cervical and breast cancer screening by 60%. So this initiative has been taken. Along with that, digital health infrastructure, where Kerala health system will be digitized with electronic medical records and integrated health data platforms. We know that teleconsultation services, remote monitoring and data-driven decision systems will be expanded. This aligns with India's National Digital Health Mission framework. This aligns with India's National Digital Health Mission framework. अब अगर मैं climate resilient health system की बात करूं तो primary health centers in different areas, they have been developed as climate smart health facilities so that they can provide the health facilities as per the climate issues which are prevailing. Community engagement and governance, so active involvement of local service government institutions such as Gram Panchayat and municipalities, which will include the grassroots accountability. Now, if I talk about the broader significance, this KHSIP, which stands for Kerala for Health System Improvement Program, represents a shift from curative to preventive and predictive healthcare. Very important कि सर ऐसा नहीं है कि प्रॉब्लम हो चुकी है अब उस प्रॉब्लम को क्योर कर रहे हैं, नहीं, वो कहते हैं प्रिवेंशन इज बेटर देन क्योर. सो दे आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स प्रिवेंटिव एंड प्रिडिक्टिव healthcare, which is crucial for especially for the aging population in Kerala. For basically this initiative has been taken in that aspect. Expected outcomes will be increased life expectancy, improved quality of life, enhanced trust in public healthcare, better preparedness for health emergencies and natural disaster, as well as establishment of data-driven healthcare governance ecosystem will be done under this particular initiative. Sir, is it a first tie-up between Kerala and World Bank? No, sir. This is not the first tie-up. World Bank has been long-standing partner in Kerala's development journey. Rebuild Kerala Initiative 2019, Kerala State Partnership Program 2021, Health Sector Trends. If we talk about for Kerala, in 2020-21, Kerala allocated around 6.5% of its total budget to health, which is amongst the highest in India. Kerala's life expectancy is 75.1 years. Infant mortality rate is 4 per 1000 live births, which is far ahead of the national average. ठीक है जी, clear हो गया? तो it is, I call it holistic coverage, but along with that I have some facts and figures for you for Kerala. Population of Kerala approximately 3.6 crores. Elderly population approximately 16%. Life expectancy 75.1 years. Infant is 4 out of 1000 live births. Non-communicable diseases account for 70% of the deaths in Kerala. Public health centers, over 900 functioning public health centers across the state are already operating in the country. Then I have included the details for World Bank. I have even included the detail for the Kerala state, like Chief Minister, Governor, Capital and major tiger reserves. Keeping in mind, agar RBI is moving towards banking like structure, अगर RBI बैंकिंग एग्जाम लाइक क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहा है अपने फेज 1 में, तो क्यों ना हम उसे भी प्रिपेयर कर लें, बिकॉज दैट इज इजी टू प्रिपेयर. That is very easy to prepare. So I have compiled it in such a manner. So conclusion is clear for everyone. So remember that $280 million. This is important. Strong public health tradition. This initiative is an example of health for all with accountability and inclusivity because it is program for result which has been launched. Kerala has become the first state to remove extreme poverty. So these data would be helpful. Yes, these are helpful. That is the reason I've added them in this particular question itself. Here you go with the question. The question talks about World Bank's financial assistance to Kerala under the Kerala Health System Improvement Program. Kerala Health System Improvement Program. Consider the following statements. First one, the loan is extended through the International Development Association. No, sir, loan is not extended by International Development Association. Rather, the loan is given by International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So this is wrong. Moving on to the next, funding follows the program for result, which disperse the funds only upon achieving the predefined performance indicators and measurable outcomes. That is correct. The loan carries a maturity period of 25 years with a grace period of 5 years. That is true. Loan value is $280 million, which is around 2,424 crore rupees. The project is specially aimed at improving hospital infrastructure in 5 major urban districts. No, sir, this is wrong. They are covering all the districts, not 5 major. All the 14 districts are going to be covered. Next we have is the initiative represents World Bank's first direct healthcare intervention. No, sir, this is not the first direct healthcare intervention. Rebuild Kerala Initiative State Partnership Program. They have been done in the past. So this is also wrong. Answer is going to be B option. 2 and 3 are correct. Rest all the options are incorrect. ठीक है जी? Is it clear? एक question और solve करते हैं on the same news. Let's try to solve this question. Kerala Health System Improvement Program, it aims to cover 90% of the patient register for chronic conditions such as hypertension, diabetes under a digital tracking mechanism. Is it correct? Absolutely correct. It seeks to establish framework for home-based healthcare delivery, especially targeting bedridden or elderly and homebound patients. That is correct. It includes a 60% enhancement targets for cancer screenings as a part of preventive healthcare. This is also correct. It aims to reduce healthcare expenditure through privatization. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं की गई. It plans to digitize health infrastructure through electronic health records, teleconsultations and data integration. That is correct. तो आंसर क्या बनेगा सर? Answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, which means C option is correct, but the fourth statement is wrong. Is it clear? Just give me yes, sir. Okay, if you haven't liked the session yet, I would request you quickly hit the like button because I'm coming up with the next question which you are going to solve as a homework. I hope you are ready. Here you go. The question is now on your screen. Take the screenshot, solve this question and share the answer in the comment section after the class, and I will be giving you the correct answers as well. Just write down the number, that is 2 was homework, 5 is homework. Just write 2 का आंसर ये है, 5 का आंसर ये है. एक क्वेश्चन और मैं दूंगा as a homework and I will be giving you the correct answers by end of the day. Chalo, let's move on to the next news now. The next news is related to City Union Bank has launched 11 fintech innovations at Global Fintech Fest 2025. I hope you remember Global Fintech Fest. इसके बारे में जो मेजॉरिटी चीज़ें थी वो मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस की है. कब हुआ, कहाँ हुआ, क्या क्या पार्टिसिपेशंस हुए, RBI ने क्या क्या अनाउंस किया. All those things were discussed in our previous sessions. Those who haven't watched them, sessions have been conducted for the month of October. उसमें एक कवर किया. लेकिन now I am talking about specifically with respect to a bank, again keeping in mind the mindset of the RBI Grade B examiner. So in October 2025, City Union Bank, which is one of the oldest private sector banks of the country, which was founded in 1904. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि सर ओल्डेस्ट बैंक की अगर हम बात करें तो हमें तो ये बताया गया था कि SBI ओल्डेस्ट बैंक है, लेकिन SBI प्राइवेट बैंक नहीं है ना. SBI इससे पहले क्या था? इंपीरियल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया. इंपीरियल बैंक ऑफ इंडिया से पहले क्या था सर? 3 बैंक्स, स्टेट बैंक ऑफ बैंक ऑफ बंगाल, बैंक ऑफ मद्रास, बैंक ऑफ बॉम्बे। फिर इन तीनों को मर्ज किया गया 1921 में, फिर बना एसबीआई। उससे पहले अगर हम बात करें पीएनबी, और अगर हम बात करें Allahabad Bank, these banks were set up before 1904, but they all are government owned banks. But one of the oldest private bank is 1904 bank, that is City Union Bank, which is still surviving as a private bank in the country. It made a landmark technology stride by unveiling 11 cutting-edge digital banking and payment innovations at the Global FinTech Fest 2025, which has been held in Mumbai from October 7 to 9. Global FinTech Fest, थोड़ी सी बात कर लेते हैं इसके बारे में. सर, it was jointly organized by Payment Council of India, National Payment Corporation of India, and FinTech Convergence Council. It serves India's premier global platform to showcase advancement in digital finance, payments, artificial intelligence, and blockchain, bringing together banks, fintech, startups, and regulators. If I talk about the City Union Bank announcement, it reflects bank's deep commitment to technological modernization, financial inclusion, as well as secure banking innovation. तो बैंक का टारगेट है टेक्नोलॉजी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मॉडर्नाइज करना, फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन करना, एंड सिक्योर बैंकिंग इनोवेशन करना, विच विल अलाइन विद द एजेंडाज ऑफ आरबीआई एज वेल एज एनपीसीआई. थोड़ी सी बैकग्राउंड की अगर मैं बात करूं, सिटी यूनियन बैंक, दो इट्स अ ट्रेडिशनल बैंकिंग इंस्टीट्यूशन, had consistently been among the earliest adopters of digital transformation among the mid-sized private banks in the country. So it is one of the first private bank to enable UPI-based corporate payments and eKYC integration. It was one of the first bank to adopt API-driven banking and AI chatbot, collaborate with NPCI and fintech startups. This 2025 initiative marks the largest digital leap in the सिटी यूनियन बैंक्स 120 ईयर हिस्ट्री. तब इन्होंने क्या क्या बातें की है वो पढ़ लेते हैं. 11 चीजों पे बात की है. पहला, यूपीआई सर्कल, विच इज अ सिक्योर यूपीआई पेमेंट वाया आईओटी डिवाइसेस. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि माई डिवाइसेस एनेबल सिक्योर यूपीआई पेमेंट्स थ्रू द इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स devices such as smart TV, smart speakers, connected appliances. So feature allow a primary user जो है वो delegate करेगा UPI access. तो you will be giving the UPI access up to 5 secondary users और devices. तो आप अपने 5 secondary users को access दे सकते हैं, अपनी family members को, या अपने 5 devices को access दे सकते हैं, और उन devices की मदद से you can make the payment. Alexa make payment, so Alexa will make the payment because you have integrated it. Second is UPI Reserve Pay, single block multiple debit innovation. So UPI Reserve Pay introduces novel feature which allows the user to block which allow users to block a specified fund amount in their linked account. आपका जैसे मान लो सेविंग अकाउंट है, या आपका रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड है, या कोई क्रेडिट लाइन है, उसमें आप क्या कर सकते हैं, रिजर्व अमाउंट को ब्लॉक कर सकते हैं for multiple future debits on a merchant platform. If only part of block is used, the remaining fund automatically return to the usable balance. तो जितना यूज हो गया ठीक है, जितना बचा वो ऑटोमेटिकली आपकी यूजेबल बैलेंस में ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा until that locking period is there. वो वहीं रहेगा, जैसे लॉकिंग पीरियड कंप्लीट होगा it will be transferred. अगला है यूपीआई हेल्प. तो यूपीआई रिलेटेड कोई भी डाउट है उसके लिए आपको 24/7 हेल्प मिलेगी. मल्टी सिग्नेटरी वर्कफ्लोज फॉर यूपीआई. सो सिग्निफिकेंट गैप इन यूपीआई adoption for business to business transaction has been the lack of multi authorization workflows. तो यहाँ पे ये जो सिटी यूनियन बैंक है, इसने एक नया फीचर दिया जहाँ पे मल्टी अप्रूवल लेयर्स को एक सिंगल यूपीआई ट्रांजैक्शन में अलाउ कर दिया गया. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इज यूपीआई एनेबल्ड कैश विड्रॉल एट बिजनेस कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस. यू कैन स्कैन and withdraw the cash using UPI. Bio authorization and face authorization, that is advanced biometric security. Now CUB implemented bio authorization and face authorization, biometric authentication tools integrated into the UPI payment flows, जहां पे आपको अपना वन टाइम पासवर्ड या UPI ऐप का पासवर्ड देने की बजाय it will be done with the help of your biometric authentication, फिर चाहे वो फिंगरप्रिंट स्कैन है या फिर आपका face scan है, retina scan है, whatever it is. Then we have CUB depends on credit line on UPI. So CUB deepened the pre-sanction limit credit lines directly into the UPI framework. तो आपके पास एक ऑप्शन आ जाएगा क्रेडिट लाइन का, जहां पे आप you are making the transactions, you are making the payments through UPI, and you are supposed to pay back the funds in near future. Then we have loan against mutual funds. So loan against mutual funds, they have come up with loan against mutual fund, which is a non-traditional banking initiative which has been taken. तो अब आपको म्यूचुअल फंड के बदले में लोन मिलेगा। और रिसेंटली अगर आपको याद हो तो आरबीआई ने भी norms रिवाइज की है where you can borrow the loan or now you can borrow higher value of loan against your shares as well as mutual fund units. CUB desires systematic savings plan. So systematic saving plan for both CUB and non-CUB customers. They can now auto save fixed amounts periodically to achieve long-term financial goals similar to the mutual fund SIP but integrated directly with the customer's bank account. So this will promote financial inclusion और इससे कहीं ना कहीं आपकी जो सेविंग हैबिट है वो इंक्रीज होगी और हाउस होल्ड सेविंग ट्रेंड जो पहले के मुकाबले कम हुआ है उसे इंक्रीज करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। तो आपने जैसे 5,000 की अब सिप लगाते हो, अब आप 5,000 का सेविंग प्लान लगाओगे, हर महीने 5,000 रुपए आपके अकाउंट से डेबिट होकर सेव होते जाएंगे। CUB रुपए MSME क्रेडिट कार्ड, so India's first AI enabled MSME card. So it is introduced by CUB, which is India's first AI enabled RuPay MSME credit card designed for micro, small and medium enterprises. The card uses AI algo to dynamically access credit risk, spending patterns and payment behavior to optimize the credit limits and reward. तो आपका जो बैंक है उसके पास डेटा शेयर होगा और बैंक उस हिसाब से आया तो आपकी लिमिट बढ़ा देगा, लिमिट कम कर देगा, आपसे डिस्कशन करेगा ताकि बैंक भी क्या रहे, सेफ रहे। So this product aims to empower MSMEs with customized credit access addressing the sector's historical gap. तो हम जानते हैं कि MSME में जो क्रेडिट गैप है that is around 20 to 30 लाख करोड़, तो उसे फुलफिल करने के लिए this has been come up. हम क्यों डरते हैं as a bank? बैंक और फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स दे आर अफ्रेड टू प्रोवाइड लोन टू MSMEs बिकॉज नई कंपनीज है, अनसर्टेनिटी है, वेदर दे विल बी एबल टू मेक द रीपेमेंट और नॉट। अब इन सारी चीज़ों को अगर आप साइमल्टेनियसली रीड कर पा रहे हैं एज अ बैंक, उसका डेटा आपको रोज मिल रहा है बिकॉज इट इज बेस्ड ऑन AI algo. The spending which is done through that particular credit card, it will help the banks to monitor their credit in an appropriate manner. Last is AI plus fintech collaboration. So CUB multi-dimensional partnership with NPCI and fintech startups showcase its strategy to create future-ready banking solution using AI, IoT, and digital identity technologies. So these initiatives, they support RBI's 2025 finance roadmap, which emphasizes cybersecurity, customer experience, as well as inclusive finance. मजा आया? I hope all the 11 CUB innovations are clear to you. अब इन innovations को याद नहीं करना, लेकिन इन innovations को समझना जरूरी है। अगर इन innovations के basis पे conceptual question आ जाए, वो important होगा और आप उसको आंसर कर पाए। That is my thought behind giving you this particular data. इसमें एक चीज और बताना चाहूंगा, इंडिया इज द वर्ल्ड्स थर्ड लार्जेस्ट fintech ecosystem after US and China. UPI transaction volume has crossed 14 billion transactions in August, valued around 22.5 lakh crores according to the NPCI data. Post-pandemic AI and biometric security tools, they have become core to risk mitigation and it will be improved. इसके अलावा UPI एवोल्यूशन की अगर हम बात करें, UPI 2.0, 3.0 में फीचर्स आए, ऑटो पे, क्रेडिट ऑन UPI, प्री ऑथोराइजेशन, देन MSME क्रेडिट गैप. MSME contributes 30% to the India's GDP, but face credit gap of around 20 to 30 lakh crore rupees. तो उसे फुलफिल करने का ये इनिशिएटिव है. लास्ट इज बायोमेट्रिक सिक्योरिटी ट्रेंड्स विद डिजिटल पेमेंट फ्रॉड्स by 23% year on year, rising 23% year on year. Multi-factor authorization is very much important and that initiative has been taken by CUB. तो ये CUB का डेटा आ गया. कीपिंग इन माइंड कि अगर आरबीआई ने बैंक वाले क्वेश्चन पूछे तो आप आंसर कर लेना. एस्टैब्लिश 1904, हेडक्वार्टर तमिलनाडु, CEO टैगलाइन नेचर एंड कोर स्ट्रेंथ्स हैव बीन इंक्लूडेड. आई होप यू आर एंजॉयिंग द कंपाइलेशन the way I have compiled the data for you guys. I hope you must be enjoying it. If it is clear, just give me yes sir. Let's move on to the question on the same. The question is now on your screen. With reference to 11 digital initiatives which are launched by City Union Bank at Global FinTech 2025, consider the following statement. Pehla, UPI Circle feature allows the primary user to authorize up to 5 secondary users or IoTs to make the payment. That is absolutely correct. UPI Reserve Pay facility function on the principle of pre-blocking funds, enabling multiple debits from the reserved amount until expiry on revocation. That is also correct. Single block, multiple debit, we have already discussed. UPI help initiative uses AI and ML tools for instant transaction, dispute resolution, and fraud detection, aligning with NPCI 24/7 UPI help desk initiative. That is also correct. Multi-signatory workflow is designed. No sir, multi-signatory workflow डिजाइन नहीं किया गया. Multi-signatory workflow को यहाँ पे रिमूव किया गया इनटू, और उसे लाया गया एज अ सिंगल सिग्नेटरी, जहां पे आप एक ही विंडो पे जाके एक ही तरह से अपना जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, जो भी अप्रूवल्स है, वो ले सकते हैं. दिस इज रॉन्ग. सीयूबी डिपेंड प्रोडक्ट इंटीग्रेट्स प्री सैंक्शन क्रेडिट लाइंस. बिल्कुल सर, इससे सीयूबी ने डिपेंड कर लिया और क्रेडिट लाइंस को लिंक कर दिया विद यूपीआई टू मेक द ट्रांजेक्शन. दैट इज करेक्ट. तो उस हिसाब से जो आंसर बनेगा दैट विल बी 1, 2, 3 and 5 आर द करेक्ट आंसर्स फॉर द गिवन क्वेश्चन. Done guys? Chalo. Now I have 2 more questions which you will be taking as a homework. Here we go. Take the screenshot. You have 10 seconds. Done. Here is the 8th question. So that means you have 4 questions as homework. 2nd, 5th, 7th and 8th. So I want you to give me the answers in this manner: 2, 5, 7, 8, and I will be sharing my answer. I'll pin that comment by EOD. Done? Okay, before I conclude, those who have not yet started their preparation for the upcoming, or those who are still thinking from where to start their preparation for RBI Grade B 2026 examination, then we have a course. Do subscribe it for just 7799 at a code MADHAV. तो इस कोड को यूज कीजिएगा. You can subscribe our platform for 18 months, और in 18 months में you will get access to all the RBI courses: RBI Phase 2 for 2025, RBI Foundation Batch for 2026, RBI Crash Course for 2026, RBI Phase 2 Batch for 2026, and whatnot. You just have to use a code MADHAV in order to have this course at just 7,799 for 18 months. 12 plus 6, 18 months. If you want to prepare for all the regulatory bodies exams simultaneously, then you should subscribe to our super pack for 18 months at 9799, with the help of which you can have access to SEBI, NABARD, RBI, as well as IFSCA, PFRDA, IRDAI, SIDBI, all the regulatory bodies related exams जो भी होने वाले हैं या अगले साल होंगे, उन सब का एक्सेस आपको इसी के अंदर मिल जाएगा. ठीक है जी. Harini, I am planning to start with the finance descriptive sessions from Friday onwards at 9 PM on Testbook application. तो वो classes YouTube पे नहीं होंगी, होंगी तो कम होंगी, लेकिन एप्लीकेशन पे होंगी और फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है. These are free of cost. You can join these classes and it will be for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. तो हर वीक आपको 3 classes मिलेंगी. Before your exam you will get around 12 to 15 classes for descriptive, and I will be solving 2 questions in every class, which makes me around 24 to 30 questions. I'll give you the sample answers, और उसके अलावा भी I will provide you with 20 to 30 questions with their sample answers. So in total मैं finance के लिए I will be providing around 60 sample answers to you, which will help you a lot. ठीक है जी. Okay, thank you so much for joining guys. You can download the PDF of this session from our Telegram channel. The link is on the screen. Bye bye, take care, good luck, God bless you all.